aboard Bonnie and David.
Woo!
Thank you.
So your concierge is kind of quiet in the atrium, but everyone gets announced on a Disney cruise. This is Disney Wish, first time. This is the Grand Atrium. Cinderella's the hostess. But Minnie and Mickey are the captain and captainess. Look at that. Getting ready for Halloween. Fantastic. Just stepped on. Heard our announcement. We're going to check out the ship and bring you all along. Looks beautiful. My first big Disney ship. I toured the Dream, sailed on the Wish 2 years ago.
Please welcome all the Reynolds family.
Welcome to the Disney Wish. Fantastic. Check out the Concierge Lounge. Woohoo! David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency. I am Dave Disney. Welcome to our Disney Wish review. Yes, a true marvel at sea. Disney's newest cruise ship. Today's show, we're going to do a concierge stateroom tour, cover the kids' fun zones a little bit, the dining experiences, also touch on the awesome theater entertainment, the lounges, the bars, some of the adults-only areas. Big complaints I get are too many kids on board. Not when you don't see them. And I'm also going to end the show giving you tips how to maximize your time on the Wish, because it is a big ship to navigate. First, I want to talk about the background, but before that, please like this where you're watching it, share it, really does help me out, and subscribe to my Fantastic Endeavors YouTube channel. First off, the Wish launched in July 2022 after a slight delay, which helped us out. We were supposed to sail last July, and because of the ship delay, everything got pushed back. They canceled our sailing and gave us a half off. So I went and booked a concierge stateroom, which I'll talk about in a second. It is the fifth ship in the Disney Cruise Line fleet and the largest ship at 144,000 gross tons. Give an idea how big that is. It's not the biggest ship sailing, but by far the biggest in the Disney Cruise Line fleet. Is 43% larger than the Disney Magic. You can almost put the Disney Magic inside the Disney Wish. So first up, I want to show you a concierge ocean view stateroom tour. This is 11,000. We booked this because it was the last concierge cabin available. So check it out right now. The view is amazing. Everything you see from the view is the bow deck. Literally, I had to use this coupon this year, this half off. I was looking online and I said, I want to do concierge because of the half off. So I went on. The only cabin on all the shorter cruises available we could do was last weekend on the Wish, Concierge Level. It is dead bow facing, a Category 3B family ocean view, stateroom 11,000. Check it out. Welcome, welcome, Disney Wish. David Hartman here. We are checking out our Category 3B panoramic ocean view, concierge level. Beautiful stateroom. So no balcony, but check out the extra space you get. I'm going to give you the sweet spot right away. I'm going to get right to it. Look at that. Look at the view. Stay tuned to the end and watch all the details of this cabin. Big cabin. I'm actually liking the non-balcony in some ways. Booked this because we had a discount from last year when the Wish was delayed. Had a credit half off. So booked concierge level. This was the last cabin available in concierge, so just grabbed it. And I love it. I mean, we got a view like no tomorrow. This is like an owner suite type view. And I love the extra size. All the family ocean view cabins sleeps 5 people. Are extra wide, as you see. The big living space. And you have 2 people there. The big bed, 2 people pull out. And a Murphy bed right there. And extra storage space. Right there. But look at the space. We are so excited. And we're actually staying in this room. Hello. Brand new ship launched last summer. We were supposed to sail in June, but it got pushed back due to shipyard delays. Nice artwork. Newest Disney ship. Sister ship Treasure just went on sale. Contact me if you want to book. She sails late December next year. And the trademark of Disney ships, the split bathroom. Yes. Whoop. Shower and small sink. And separated water closet. Love Disney for that. Tons of closet space. Worth checking out. A just well-organized cabin. Got your safe, of course. Laundry bag. And a little ladder to get up to the bed up top. So a fantastic arrangement. Sleeps 5. Family concierge level. Panoramic ocean view on the Disney Wish. How about that view? Just amazing. When I booked that cabin, I really took, it was the last resort because I want concierge level. We walk in, it says ocean view. Oh, I want a balcony. I like this better than a balcony to have that seating space, no weather effects. It was very warm on this cruise. Didn't affect us at all. And that extra seating area, it had lunch one day. Their barbecue is fantastic, which I'll talk about in a second. Awesome. And I'll talk about it at the end. I'll have a separate show on how to maximize concierge level and our concierge level experience, but it was amazing. The best crew members, the best experience, and the cabin was absolutely wonderful. So next, I want to move through some parts of the ship, get into the family zones. Then I'll talk about the amazing dining experience, a little bit on the entertainment. Then I'll end with more of the adults-only areas. And again, there'll be additional shows on this ship covering more specific areas. Next up, I want to show you guys the main pool deck area, which is a lot bigger than the Magic, being almost twice the size on the ship. So I sailed in the Magic for 4 nights, November 2021. Check out that show on my YouTube channel, Fantastic Endeavors. Please subscribe. November 13th, 2021 is when it was posted. I have a link below in the description of the YouTube channel. And then I did tour the Dream back in 2012, a year after she was launched. So I have a good experience of the different classes of the ships, Magic and the Wonder One class. And then we have the Dream and the Fantasy. And the Wish is a whole new class of ship, which I failed to mention in the beginning, with 2 more on the way, the Treasure and one to be named. The Adventure that's being launched is a separate ship that was being built. They took out a receivership going to Singapore. But there's 3 in the Triton class, and this is the first one. And it's the biggest class of their ships of this new Disney era. And the main pool area definitely shows this off. Disney Wish, pool deck, Moana on the big screen. Just arrived in Nassau. Some of these people are not leaving the ship. They're missing out. Got to go to the Conch Jackson Airwalk Cave fish fry. Today we're going to Queen's Staircase, but enjoying the Wish pool deck. Beautiful Saturday morning here in Nassau, Bahamas. It's a pretty nice screen, even the sun glare, huh? And there's a famous Aquamouse slide, the first attraction at sea. You're gonna ride it later. How about that Aquamouse? I'm below it right now. Now, the Aquamouse is the first attraction at sea. It's just a revamp of the Aqueduct. The hype's a little bit much. I didn't get to ride it. The one day I had a chance, it was a 20-minute wait, so that's not bad. Usually it's like 45 minutes, and it kept breaking down. And so there was no time to ride it. So next time, and I'll talk about my tips at the end where you need to book a longer cruise on this ship. I'm going to talk about now the different zones more for kids, because Disney's so good about separating the kids, keeping the kids busy, and letting the adults have their fun on board too, because Disney's all about where adults and kids can have fun together. So here is the Toy Story Zone, a very fun area right on the main pool deck, but on the kind of back side of where we are right now. Disney Wish, Toy Story, Splash Zone. Fun for the whole family. Good old water slide exit over there. We got a bar here for the adults, right for the Splash Zone, of course. And then a bar up top where we watched fireworks from on Pirate Night last night. Fantastic. Toy Story Zone, another fun area, one of many fun areas on board the Wish, which is awesome. Next up, I want to talk about the Hero Zone. This is you didn't see this in the Magic because they needed more space like this. This is a huge sports area. During the day, it's like basketball. They have ping pong tables. And then during the cruise, they blow up this Incredibles course you can run through. A lot going on here right next to the Teen Club Vive. So in a very good placement. A lot of bloggers out there that go on every Disney ship kind of criticized this ship when it first came out. I think they had to get used to it because I've seen all 3 classes and I like this one the best. The layout to me was very logical, and the use of space was amazing, except for some minor points I'll talk about later. So here's the Hero Zone on the Disney Wish. Disney Wish, welcome to the Hero Zone. This is the more teen-themed area zone. Got sports on TV, cornhole competition, starting free throws. Got air hockey going on to my left, and below me are 4 ping pong tables on the bottom floor. Fantastic fun for the kids. A lot going on in that room, huh? But what a tremendous use of space. Disney doesn't have a main casino, so instead they optimize the level of dining rooms they offer, and then to have, again, activities to keep the kids and the adults in their own arenas is fantastic. I remember my man Tonto said, "Oh, too many kids on board." I don't ever saw kids, especially if you book concierge. I hardly ever saw any kids. The kids are having fun on their own under great Disney supervision. It's fantastic. Next up, want to move into the dining experiences. We'll start with the quick service. Again, I could spend 2 hours talking about dining on board, so we're going to roll through them pretty quickly. And I'll end on a high note with our favorite experience on board. Wait and see. We'll start with the quick service and go into the specialty and talk about the 3 main dinings on board, which is a trademark of every cruise ship, and so is rotational dining, which I'll talk about in a second. So first off is Marceline Market. This is their traditional buffet, which was called, I think, Bangos and other ships, and which I hardly ever see. The hours are limited because they want you in the main dining experiences at night, so they're not open at night. Open for breakfast a little bit, but plenty of place to eat on board. And lunch is limited when you're at a port of call. And I was on a 3-night cruise, a weekend cruise, so we had 2 ports of call. So we snuck in there after Castaway Cay and ate lunch, which was fantastic. And I shot this video for you guys. Check it out. Marceline Market, Disney Wish. Even the staff eats here is so good. And the captain's, not the captain, but it's a seafood area, which is nice. All different stations. That's the latest in cruise ship buffets, are different stations. They're just closing up to our Castaway Cay, so it's a limited lunch seating. Only half the market's open. Usually there's 2 sides are mirrors. The same food you see here will be the other side, but not today because there's food in the private island. Lots of seating.
Do you want a dessert?
Yes. Market deli. Get your greens. And walk the buffet first. Pick out your favorite stations. That goes for any meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is open. Kids Corner. Your chicken tenders and fries. You got signature choices. Say like a little more Asian type food. Jasmine rice and curry. Your wok style dishes. And then the first one is Chef's Counter. You got more of your American type food. Excellent selection of food, excellent food. Our choice was the seafood today, and a little bit of the greens. And of course, plenty of beverage stations. It's always an option. Plenty of place to eat in the ship. If it's too crowded here, find somewhere else to eat. Disney's always had amazing buffets compared to other cruise ships. Our lunch was awesome. Again, walk the whole buffet, know the other stations, know what's duplicated on the other side, and pick what's best for you. Maybe grab a seat first. We walked all the way, and producer Bonnie stopped. I found the seafood station, which was fantastic. And then one I didn't show here because I just took a picture. On the way back from Nassau, we had a conch salad early, then got hungry. The barbecue station right on the backside of the pool deck, that'd be deck 11 forward. Oh my God, I just been in Texas for business in Dallas and had all the barbecue there, which is unreal. This was pretty good barbecue, and everything about it was great. And now it's a little quick service station, separate, always barbecue station right across from the doors to deck 11 forward. Absolutely amazing food on board. Whatever kinks they had last year, they've worked out. It was awesome. Moving into our main dining restaurants, note this restaurant when I talk about the tips of how to dine on board, because this is a restaurant that's open for lunch on your first day. 1923 replaced Lumiere on the other Disney cruise ships, which is the main elegant restaurant, but no show and mostly theming regarding Disney and animation. So here it is, 1923 restaurant on the Disney Wish. Disney Wish, 1923 restaurant, came right to lunch. Haven't been anywhere else yet. Get in while it's quiet and got a window seat. Woo. There's a Royal Caribbean ship, Mariner of the Seas across the way, in Port Canaveral. Waving Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Hello. And gorgeous restaurant. So this is like the Luminaire on the older Disney ships, wishing their wonder and magic. And I love it. Traditional restaurant. Then we have the Worlds of Marvel, which is like your animator's palette. And then, of course, your theater dining, which is a Frozen show. Looking forward to that. Going to enjoy our lunch. It's a good-looking menu. Plus, we're concierge. We're going to check that out soon, too. Woo-hoo. Very nice restaurant. A great way to start the trip. We actually had our luggage with us because we were on board very early, and I give you my tips on the end of when to arrive and when not to arrive. Don't arrive too early. And we just say, hey, they say Lumiere's open for lunch till 2 o'clock. Boom, right in. We were concierge, early embarkation. Boom, right to lunch. Boom, Hyperspace Lounge. Got a review coming up that next on a different show. And took care of those, and then the room was ready and on with our day. Well, great way to start the cruise. Next up, something unique that's an option. Disney has 2 adults-only specialty restaurants. For years, it was just Palo on the Magic and Wonder. Then it was Palo and Remy on the Dream and Fantasy, Remy being the higher-end, longer, more French Victorian Albert's experience. And now Palo is a steakhouse on the Wish, which I didn't eat at this time, need a longer cruise. But I did eat at Chante, which was a Victorian Albert style experience. We know what that means. A 4-diamond, smaller restaurant where a whole team serves you 11 courses, whole wine pairing menu if you want it. We had concierge free drinks, so we didn't do the wine pairing. And it's a lot of money. It's the most money I've spent on dinner in a long time just for 2 people, but it was worth the experience. The view, everything about it was great. So I got a quick teaser here and some pictures posted on my Dave's Disney Facebook page. Please like that page and follow it. I will give you a quick teaser here. There was a bird running a convection current outside our window. I used that opportunity to kind of like sneak a peek at the restaurant, not bother anyone's dining experience. So here's Enchante, specialty restaurant, 4-diamond French experience, 11 courses on Disney Wish. Riding the wave. Enchante, Disney Wish, riding the wave. Enjoying our amazing fine dining dinner. This bird's just riding the convection currents off the ship. But do you realize what he's doing? Enchante, brand new dining experience replaced Remy on the Disney Wish. Beautiful restaurant. Every seat's an ocean view, and I recommend you ask for the actual tables at the ocean. The booths are nice if you have a bigger group. If there's just 2 of you, the tables are fine. And we were right by the server. Normally, you shouldn't sit by the kitchen. This actually was helpful because everything came right out to us first. Wonderful. Everything was unbelievable. Top notch. Highly recommend it. You'll get sticker shock, but do it once in your life. Moving on to the dining experiences. By the way, in that area is called the Rose, is a lounge I'll talk about in a second. So that Rose is an unbelievable upgrade to what they had before. It was a small lounge before Palo and Remy from the from the Fantasy and from the Dream. Next up, Worlds of Marvel, a Quantum Encounter. So this replaces Animator's Palette on all 4 other Disney cruise ships. And this experience is more of a movie experience than dealing with animation, but it's fun. The food was tremendous. They did a great job. Perfectly cooked pork chop, perfectly cooked chicken cutlet. Wonderful. You're more there for the fun, but it's a wonderful experience. We got then selfies with Spider-Man afterwards. Check it out right now. Just a little brief teaser of Worlds of Marvel on the Disney Wish. Worlds of Marvel restaurant.
It's a big salon, isn't it?
Disney Wish.
It's a town.
You said for us the new Animator's Palette. So cool. So that big lit up thing on your table is part of the experience. The experience has changed when I first heard about it a year ago. I think they have refined it, which is fine. But there's a wonderful story that happens on those screens. I didn't want to spoil it or spoil anyone's experience to do that. Just gave you a teaser. The room is beautiful. When you walk into that area, it's actually wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And it's part of your dining experience. And Disney's rotational dining means you'll have the same waiters throughout the experience. If you do a 3-night cruise, 4-night cruise, 7-night cruise, whatever it is, you'll have the same wait staff rotate with you. That was our first time meeting our wait staff because the first night of the cruise was in Chante, and we had no time in a 3-hour dining experience, which was amazing. Had no time to go dine at 1923, but we already ate lunch. And I actually asked rotational dining and the dining people, my concierge, to move our dining. We had 1923 first, which worked out perfect because that's the one that you can miss. Next up, end on a high note. I recommend, if you can, get this as the last stop of the cruise. By far the best dining experience I've seen on a Disney cruise ship. I did the Rapunzel one on the Magic. I got a teaser of Royal Table, Cinderella on the Dream. And this was phenomenal. Almost as phenomenal as entertainment on board, which is a whole nother level. But this is just a quick teaser of Arendelle, a frozen dining adventure. The hallway you walk to is so long to get down this dining room. I think it just gets you hyped up and excited for what you're going to experience. And when you're concierge, you sit first row. Check out our location in this video. It was absolutely amazing.
This is incredible. I can feel all of the love and magic and family surrounding us. This evening is all I've ever wanted. Say goodbye to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore.
Party, party, drink. Sisters, there's food we here's my blood. Dance! Come on, everyone.
My attention is seeing the force in my face, and then suddenly I bumped into my
Yes, those were our seats. I was sitting down at dinner, I believe already in the dinner when that show happened. We sat down like, wow, we want stage front. We got it. And being concierge help. I said, oh, can we get a stage front seat? They said, oh, all concierges get stage front. So absolutely wonderful. And being at the top of the stage where we were was phenomenal. All the performers usually came in the back, which gave us the best experience. That's part that this is not a add-on, by the way. This is part of your dining experience on the Wish. You are guaranteed to do at least once on a 3-night cruise, if not more, maybe on a 4-night cruise, just depends on your rotation. So this is one you want to maybe request first if you want to see it twice. And we also had a breakfast there too. If you have time for that, we did on disembarkation day. Every day there's a main dining room open for lunch and for breakfast. Just note that on your app, which we'll talk about shortly. That's the dining. I want to move on and talk about the theater shows. I could not record any footage. They were very strict. Where I had footage on my Disney Magic show 2 years ago. I rewatched that today to get a refresher. I go, hey, I had great footage. This ship's a lot stricter. I think these shows are more IP based. Little Mermaid was amazing. The crew nailed my favorite song, Under the Sea. And now, compare the movie, it doesn't quite compare, but it was wonderful. Aladdin was off the chain, amazing. One of the best productions I've ever seen, Broadway or not. The performers were ridiculous. And we had great seating for Aladdin because we went there early. Little Mermaid, we got caught up in Concierge Lounge, drinking free drinks. Or a little late. Both shows were over the chain, amazing. Definitely check them out. There's a small show the first day we missed, just getting used to our schedule. And they usually do that on purpose so people miss it. There's 2 showings. If you have kids, usually eat early, later show. We always did early show, ate late. So just note your dining time versus your theater time. And you must see these main shows. These will be the main shows for a while on this ship. So if you book it or you're sailing soon, mark that as a star on your app and your calendar to do these shows. They both were amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. Other things I want to show you, kind of winding down the show here, This is Luna Theater is right in the middle of the ship, 2 levels. It's more of a lounge theater. They have some great interactive trivia games at night. They have some adults trivia couples, like the Newlyweds game at night, which is hilarious sometimes. We were on board. This 80-year-old couple was just amazing with their stories. Wow. And it's a fun place. That's the one club they have on board for dancing. And right next to that is Triton Lounge, which is more like kids' lounge. It's where there's karaoke. There's karaoke on board in a wonderful small lounge. So the use of space here was well done. And here's an example of Luna Theater into one of my favorites, Keg and Compass, which is their traditional theme, like Pirates Bar, themed after Pirates of the Caribbean. Back on Disney Wish, showing you Luna Theater. Disney crams in these small little theaters throughout the place. Great use of space on this ship. Gonna love it. And a much different experience than the Disney Magic we sailed on. Much bigger space. Really twice the size volume ship than the Magic and Wonder. And we're here at Keg and Compass, Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge. Open from 11:45 to midnight for all you day drinkers out there. And this space is sports bar on board for your Sunday football, nighttime games. Disney owns ABC, so you know they got the rights. And there's my new mug for $60.50. You upgrade to the mug program. You can carry the mug around or carry a card. It gives you the mug. And instead of a pint, you get 21 ounces of beer and take the mug home. I'm so excited to have that as I go around. But I will tell you one thing. Disney always had themed lounges even on the older ships, but the number of themed lounges on this cruise is over the top, and they are awesome. I remember touring the Dream 10 years ago and seeing all their theme bars all on one strip. On this cruise ship, they decided to spread them out, a little smaller in places, but more of them. Or I mentioned Hyperspace Lounge, which is ridiculous. And this is Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Treasure has a Skipper's Canteen, Jungle Cruise theme lounge, and a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea theme lounge. Order from the tablet, or the main menu, or just watch some sports. And check out this ceiling. For Jack Sparrow, where is he now? There's our man Marcelo. Make friends and take care of your bartenders. On to the next theme park. There's Jack right there. Fantastic. Yeah, this is their sports bar, Seminole 587 on Disney Dream if you sailed on that ship. Wonderful, wonderful use of space. And I actually watched a little Sunday football there on Sunday in the afternoon for a little bit. Love the beers they had on tap. They have this awesome the mug program for $16.50. I said it wrong there because we actually heard it wrong. And you get to keep the mug, but they give you cards and the tracker on the ship. But make sure you grab it the last day. You can take it home, and somewhere in my house it's floating around to bring on the show. Moving on to other things, I just want to mention these briefly because I'm going to do a review of a lot of these themed areas more in depth in a bit. And the Bayou is a great one. These are all on deck 3, right when you enter the ship. Take a left, and there's the Bayou, which is a Princess and the Frog theme. That's more like your jazz club. Nightingales is right next door. That is your piano bar, similar to Keys on Disney Magic. And Hyperspace Lounge, of course, the amazing Star Wars bar. There's complaints about its size, complaints about whatever. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I got a full review coming up tonight at 6 p.m. I'll mention that as we wind up the show, where to watch that. Other adults-only areas, the Cove Pool has a bar, has a quiet pool, adults only, and a nice cafe. This was always located midship on the other ships by the adults pool area. This area is now more outdoors, and the cafe is bigger, so they took away some of the adult size space, but it made it in the back of the ship, so it depends how you look at it. I'm telling you, it's Deck 13 aft because it's hard to find and you forget about it. I didn't find it till the morning we left, so I don't got any video of it to show you. Oh, well. So note that this is not midship where it used to be, and this is where you want to hang out. If you want to avoid too many kids on board, this is your solarium like they have on other cruise lines. As I wind up the show, of course, I want to cover tips. As always, if you're watching, leave a comment or question. I'll address them right down the air. Here's our time to talk. And thank you guys for being on. Hey, Bill. Bill Gauthier. We're just at Disney in July. Buddy R, thank you, man. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Please subscribe. On my tips, I got more to cover as I cover more shows in the future, but just a few of them now. book at least a 4-night cruise. The newer ships come out. They want people to experience. They want the masses to experience them. So there's 3 and 4 nights, 4-night midweek, 3-night is the weekend we did, Friday to Monday, all Bahamas cruises. And I believe the 4-night does a day at sea, Castaway Cay and Nassau, and the other one does Nassau, Castaway Cay. So lots of time to Nassau and Castaway Cay, which is what you want. Arrive at Port Canaveral no earlier than 10:30 a.m. We drove from the Keys early, and boom, we get there. Drop off a luggage, no problem. But all of a sudden they say, we're very strict. The parking garage doesn't open till 10:30. Now, if you come in via transfer, you can sneak your way in a little earlier, but they're still getting people off the ship, even though you have to be off by 9 o'clock. And then you're going to wait outside a little bit. So by the time we got there, circled around once, got in the parking garage, walked across. About 10 minutes later, they opened up the concierge line, but we still waited for a half hour. So there's really not a need to be there before 10:30, FYI, especially if you're driving. Use the Disney Navigator Disney Cruise Line mobile app religiously. Use it early at home. Get everything planned. Do all your check-in either on DisneyCruiseLine.com and your My Disney account, same login as your My Disney World account. And then on board, switch to their Wi-Fi as soon as you can, even in the terminal, because you can start making reservations on the ship that you can only make on the ship, but even before you're on board. So get advantage. The whole app changes what is shown and what is accessible to reserve once you're on the My Disney Wish Wi-Fi, the Disney Wish Wi-Fi. Always be prepared to ask for assistance, because since they're relying on technology is not always 100%. Those you know Disney, their technology is hardly under 100%. And all these notices they kept telling us about just weren't happening, especially when it came to disembarkation. We were getting missed notifications left and right, kept asking them about that, kept missing them. The messaging feature is great. Those old phones from years ago are gone where you could talk to the people. Now you just message via the app. So that's cool. You don't have to buy the internet program, by the way, to do that. We didn't buy any internet. We had free the first day, and we just got by without it and used Wi-Fi on board. And I had T-Mobile USA on Castaway Cay, by the way. Stay tuned for that review. We had no disembarkation paperwork in our stateroom and no notices about it. I asked my concierge, and then I forgot to ask one question about when's our priority disembarkation. By the time I find out, I had to scramble and get back to my room and leave the ship. So again, always ask for help or need either guest services, people around the ship, or concierge if you're concierge level, which I recommend. Book Concierge Level. There's no substitute. Good transition. I'll have a whole show about this and a whole video. Check out my David W. Hartman personal page. These are public feeds. So if you don't want to friend me, that's fine. And I did a 7-minute quick live teaser when we were in Port Canaveral, and I had good Wi-Fi because Disney doesn't have good Wi-Fi. That's why I didn't buy the internet. But don't buy the internet, because it's very limited on purpose. They don't invest in satellite technology. They don't want you distracted on your phone, could be argued. But Concierge Level does give you a free 24 hours. There are free drinks day of, and then there's drinks from 5 to 10 every night, which at first I'm like, oh man, I have to go all day without free drinks. It's not like club level at a theme park, at a Disney resort near a theme park. Well, at a Disney resort, you're back and forth to the room. This one, you're gone all day at a port of call. And there was no days at sea. So by 5 o'clock, you're ready to go. You're ready for your theater experience. And there's just high-end booze. And I actually enjoyed it more because they really packed the bartenders in. There's hardly ever a wait for a drink, and it was awesome. Even the head concierge people were serving drinks to him. My guy, Danny, the head guy, made the best old-fashioned using bullet, by the way. Got the experience. Oh, well, I learned what a sidecar is. If you're in the chat, I'll send you a pin or something. You tell me what a sidecar is. Come on, Bill. I know you're watching. Where's Mark Landers out there? Come on, Mark. Book Enchante or Apollo on night. You have D1923. That, again, dining is one to miss, and these experiences are long. It's tough to do both, even if you go to dessert. You can go one at 6 and one at 8:30, but Enchante, no way. It's literally 3 hours, and it's enjoyable. Apollo Steakhouse, maybe you can pull off both just to see the experience. But 1923, you can eat lunch the first day. So that one is missable to have dinner at. Just a little different menu, different ambiance. Then obviously eat lunch at 1923 upon arrival. That way you get that experience and do that. Hell, carry your luggage and walk in there. We had our luggage right by us in the dining room. It was awesome. And I'll have more tips from my upcoming shows on the Disney Wish. I have Hyperspace Lounge tonight, exclusive for my Dave Disney community at 6 p.m. after this show. And there'll be future shows on Castaway Cay, on Concierge Level, and also on Nassau Bahamas, because they are back. stronger than ever. Remember, get off the ship in Nassau because that place has been transformed. Totally new cruise ship dock, visitor area. I know it was trashy for years. It was horrible getting them back on board in a big line. That's all gone now. And it may be different when they have 10 ships and we were the only ship there, but it is so much different. So the sister, I wonder what tonight is. If you want to watch tonight's show, you have to go to my Dave's Disney community. You can search it on Facebook or go to Dave's Disney page and find the community. It's a private group. And if you're not in it, go ahead and just join. And I'll be on my computer before the show and allowing new members in. I already have some requests already, so please join us. All for the Disney diehards out there. Future shows I talked about. The sister ship, the Treasure, is already for sale. She launches in December 2024, and she'll be doing 7-night Caribbean cruises. They're going to keep the Wish on the current 3 and 4 night. No idea why. That's just Disney being Disney. I'm still wondering, well, the Fantasy is currently doing the current 7-night legwork of the Caribbean, all Eastern Western Caribbean. Where's the Fantasy going to go? Maybe somewhere exotic. Stay tuned. We don't know yet. Only itinerary you can book right now for December 24 is the Treasure, because Disney releases their sailings in very small pockets. So if you want to book way ahead, do it now, and you can book me to do it. As always, anything you saw today you like, we do these shows to inspire you in your next bucket list trip, but we also have a team of agents, including Bailey Barnes and John Medrow from the Orlando area. So please contact me or message them if you know them directly, and let me know if you have any questions on the show or if you're looking to book a fine adventure. You get our experience when you book Disney. You pay the same price. Sometimes Left will find you a promo, but you get our expertise for free, and that's the key. And as always, keep watching the shows. I'm going to hit comments for a little, then I'll shut down and get ready for my exclusive Hyperspace Lounge review on the Disney Wish coming up on my Dave's Disney Community Show. All right, a few people left. And William said, laugh out loud. Hey, William, you missed, what is a sidecar? Anyways, I'm going to have trivia on tonight's show too, by the way. Guys, thank you for watching today. This was our review of the Disney Wish. Oh, it's a marvel at sea. We covered the concierge stateroom tour, the kids' fun zone, dining experiences. We covered a lot. All the themes of lounge bars, adult-only areas. That's the key, guys. Disney's a better cruise line than even Royal Caribbean because they separate the kids and keep them busy. To note, more busy than other cruise lines. You guys are great. Thank you for watching. Close down one more comment. And thanks, Bill. Stay in touch. You guys have a fantastic Saturday afternoon. I'll see you at 6 p.m.